The electricity also went out. Everything had changed from before the war. Most of the men were gone fighting, and the women were working either in the hospitals taking care of the wounded and the sick, the arms factory building ammunition and guns, or the docks unloading land and supplies.
You said you were also a nurse.
Yes, I prepared patients for surgery. The working conditions were very poor. When a bomb or artillery shell exploded nearby, debris would fall onto the roofs, and this would cause discomfort for the patients, and we would need to sterilize them. We had to leave our position many times because of the German artillery or because the building was caving in. We would treat people from soldiers who were bravely defending the city to the poorest factory worker.
How did you survive?
During the winter, Red Army engineers had managed to build an ice road on Lake Ladoga. This brought in fresh supplies and other food. Fresh food and other supplies. We called it Dora Gazizi, or Road of Life. Eventually, railway lines were set up. This allowed refugees to leave the city. The Germans sent their bombers to destroy the road, but it was too late. The road was heavily defended by our attack guns. During the spring, when the ice melted, ferries brought supplies from the other side of the lake.
What was the people's reaction to this?
Well, in spring, the city got new blood. The electricity came back on, the streetcars were running, and German prisoners were paraded around. But there was still destruction everywhere. Every night, the air raid sirens would go off, and all you could hear was the sound of planes, bombs exploding, crying people, anti-aircraft guns, and destruction.
What was the city like when our great army finally pushed back those Germans?
The city was physically in ruins, but our spirits were not. Several of my friends and I gathered as many rations as we could get, and threw a small party. I felt fortunate to still be alive after that horrible ordeal. The death toll was said to be 800,000 dead, and thousands more wounded and without arms. Most were not able to have a proper funeral, and many were thrown into mass graves. After the war, Leningrad was declared a hero city in 1945 by the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet. On October 29, 1966, the Broken Ring Memorial was erected. It is a tribute to all the life saved via the Road of Life and all those who perished during the blockade. The Hero City obelisk was raised on May 9, 1985 to commemorate the lives lost during the siege.
Thank you for telling me about your experiences.
Thank you for having me.
And we will be back after this commercial break.
Although the characters are mostly fictional, their stories hold some truth. During the Second World War, as the Germans moved east, the once peaceful land of Eastern Europe was suddenly turned into a scorched earth. Stalin said to destroy anything that could be used by the Germans. Factories, houses, crops, etc. were all burned. They also killed and raped many women and children civilians. During all this hardship, the Soviet Union was able to defeat the Germans and push them back all the way to the German capital of Berlin.